Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 37. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Looking to throw. Lawrence over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now Jones. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Jones on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Rolling to his left.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage One thing about being able to use the backside of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Second down and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is third and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown!
Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Block it. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Another tote for Etienne. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars.
T. Higgins,
44 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Go! Get away! Hey, block.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger.
27 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 27, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And they'll get this down to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hey, 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback. Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts. And
look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 10 yards out. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back to Taylor on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off play action. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars. Give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there gets him down to the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Hey, Haywood!
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now Jones throwing on first down.
Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Colts on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be third and forever.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
On the draw is Taylor.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Throwing Jones. He finds Taylor, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
Touchdown, Colts.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.